for those who want to understand how you get to 100 million downloads, how did that happen, Ben?
Well, when we make games, we really try and make original and innovative forms of entertainment. And I think we've grown a lot because games have shifted from traditional console and PC games to mobile games. And now everyone has basically a gaming console in their hand. And we've made games that have really touched a nerve and that are playable by everyone. And I think that's really helped us get to 100 million downloads so quickly. Our company's only about 3 years old.
I mean, that's amazing. And, you know, a couple of years ago, everyone was talking about Zynga reinventing the gaming industry. And now some people will argue, you know, is Zynga going to survive? Maybe that's a little bit extreme. But how do you maintain the hot hand?
Yeah. Well, I think for us, it's all about innovation and continuing to make original and new things and really trying to stay ahead of our players, really listening to our players and really trying to continue to invent the future of games and make new and original things. And I think we're working on a number of projects that we think have the potential to really define what games are on mobile devices, and we're looking forward to bringing those to market this year.
I would assume that bigger companies have knocked on your door, you've had conversations, everybody does. Is that a correct assumption? Does it get difficult to say no if somebody wants to buy you, given the way this gaming world goes? People can be so fickle.
Yeah, that's true, but I think for us, we're really excited about the business that we have and the products that we're working on. So I think for us, it's always been about trying to get our next thing to market as soon as possible. We try not to think too much about anything beyond the projects we're working on, and we think that kind of the outcomes will take care of themselves if we continue to execute well in our business and continue to make great things.
So you're working on some other stuff. You know, there's a company called Rovio, which created a game called Angry Birds. Their strategy has been, well, maybe we'll find the next Angry Birds, but in the meantime, let's sell a lot of stuff. You know, right. T-shirts, hats. Could we see more of that from you guys? More of your games on shirts and baseball hats?
Yeah. Well, I think Rovio has a great business, and I think everyone in games has taken note of that. I think we're also focused on building characters and making really immersive worlds. So I think hopefully we'll start to do things in that area as well.
And you've worked for Playdom, which was acquired by Disney. You worked for Electronic Arts. It's no secret right now that EA is looking for a new leader. Any thoughts on the kind of leader that would be a good fit for EA right now at this point in its, you know, career, whatever?
Yeah, well, for me, I really love the new parts of games, and I think there's so many things changing. Games is at an inflection point right now, so I think the new leader should basically understand the new forms of games and really kind of focus on taking what EA is really good at, which is you know, great gaming IP, and bringing that to the new platforms as soon as possible. So I think that could be really interesting.